Why they keep on hating on me, dog? I don't know, no. Why they keep on hating on me, dog? I don't know, no. Why they keep on hating on me, dog? I don't know, no. Why they keep on hating on me, dog? I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, 2901 Productions and 48 Media proudly presents to you another round of Ab-So-Lute. I am Marlon Copeland.
What's happening, it's your man Eric?
Hello, Eric.
What up, bro?
How's everything going with you?
Shit, could always be better, but I ain't gonna complain because it's always folks in the worst situation.
This is true.
But sometimes I'm gonna complain. What's been going on with you, though?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
If you hear awkward pauses in our podcast, half the time it's because we're trying to set up our live feed from social media, or Marlon is hitting his arm on a microphone stand.
I'm injured.
Bro, how we end up wearing the same color shirt today?
Hey, just like when we used to perform. All thing missing is Rashad coming here dressed like Mace and shit from 95. Bad boy. Yo, he always gotta be that one that's dressed different and shit.
Oh, man. That's Rashad for you, though, man.
Yep. Guess we still at it.
Yep. So, thanks to your connect, I got to go to my first baseball game yesterday.
Like ever in life.
Ever in life. My first ever Major League Baseball game. So, that was pretty cool. And my first time being at SunTrust Stadium.
Yeah, you 3 stadiums behind.
Hey, man. Hey, as long as I've been in Georgia. But, I don't know, what can I say? I don't know. I always say I was never really into sports, but I made myself that way because when I was younger, I kind of had that attitude like I didn't want to do anything that my dad did. I think he kind of liked sports, so I was like just stayed away from him. So I was being petty.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can feel you on that. I don't even know if my dad likes sports or not. I think he's a casual watcher. Shit, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you if my dad was 100% into sports or not. I just assumed he was.
I'm not gonna say anything else. No, ain't nobody mad.
Yeah, they'll be alright. They grown. You would think, but
it wouldn't even be him who I make mad.
Oh, man. Which leads us to, I guess, was what we have for our topic today. Our first experiences as far as everything outside of sex.
Right.
Because don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah. Best 45 seconds of your life. That's right.
Oh,
no,
man.
I'm just kidding. I gave a good minute and a half.
What's up to all the one people checking in on Facebook Live?
Night is young.
Yeah, we just turned it on. Well, like I know I see some people on Instagram, they'll start their Instagram Live and they wait until like a lot of people join before they get into it. We ain't got goddamn day. I gotta be at work at 3 a.m. so we ain't waiting on y'all motherfuckers. Alright, when we turn it on, we just hope you catch up somewhere in the middle. Before we finish, that's all we ask.
But you know, actually though, like I've noticed that sometimes it would say it's one person live, but it's multiple people still watching. I noticed that when we had that big flood that one night, and I was like, is such and such still on there? And I didn't see them popped up in the corner, but then they hit up and said, yeah, I'm still on here.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess Facebook be funny acting too. I'd just be going off of that the numbers next to the little eyeball.
Agreed.
Oh, man. Hey, I don't know. Every time we had issues with our equipment and like we had trouble getting that intro music in there, like it always seemed just a little bit different. I was like, damn. Like normally I'm listening to the music at this point, but now it's just like silence.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm gonna damn sure remember Control and Select. I ain't forgetting that.
But it's free software. Anybody can use it. Still learning.
Yep.
I think we had to. It's something like maybe our third or fourth time using this program.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you become spoiled using one program and then that shit stop working on you, or you ain't got access to it anymore, and then you gotta scramble to find something else and kind of learn on the fly.
Gotta improvise.
Yeah. I don't know. I improvise when it comes to something that I want to do or something that I'm involved in, but like as soon as you gotta improvise at work, you was like, damn, what you want now?
You don't pay me enough to improvise.
Like that's above my pay grade. Oh man. I think I have to work tomorrow, which is the 4th of July. So I'm trying to think if we'll be posted anywhere where we'll get to see some fireworks. Cause we drive around a lot. So I guess I'm hoping to be gone before it even get dark enough for anybody to be setting off fireworks. And you go in at 3 a.m. You expect to be off by 3 p.m. In my my opinion, you go in at 3 a.m. Like 3 p.m. is the latest you should be there. But no. Sometimes they want you to be there later.
I'm probably gonna be at work all day. It's okay. I mean, speaking of 4th of July, and not to get on the soapbox to piss off black people, because I am black, but okay, so when Juneteenth come around, you see all the black people talking about we should celebrate Juneteenth the same as that way that we celebrate 4th of July. And okay. But then when 4th of July come, the fireworks going off, ribs being cooked, or some, Brunswick stew, whatever the fuck you cook. And, the people that's bitching about we not celebrating Juneteenth want you to be a trendsetter instead of just getting on social media saying it. Because to be honest with you, and excuse me for my ignorance, I just learned exactly what Juneteenth was. And I read a little bit about it, and also shout out to Ramsey. I watched his podcast, and he explained it. One thing about Ramsey has a very strong opinion, but it's a fact-based opinion. So even if I don't agree with his opinion, I definitely know I'm getting facts from him. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, well, damn, if that's all it is, it pretty much just shows, and I'm using air quotes for the radio world, but it just pretty much shows we still have a slave mentality because we still are jovial for the white man's holiday, and then want to bitch and moan at each other about celebrating Juneteenth. I'm so confused.
I ain't. You wanna know why?
Why? You don't care?
Because everybody that be complaining about that shit still would probably rather run their ass to work and get paid that holiday pay.
Absolutely.
So until you stop accepting that holiday pay for all them holidays that you don't want to acknowledge, you can kiss my ass, but on all that other shit you got opinion on.
Yeah, like it's just weird. Like, but anyway, I know that's not what our subject is, so I'm not gonna burden the world with my soapbox. I just thought it was weird though.
Hey, hypocrites gotta be hypocrites, man.
But we always hypocrites, and then we always turning on each other, and we use the information, good information at times, against each other. But then let some white person come around. Oh no, well I understand, sir. I understand. I be right there with my firecracker, sir.
I don't understand.
We all talk like this here, sir. I don't know, man. Like, just live and enjoy yourself. That's why I be hating. I hate fucking Steve Harvey and all them. Like, stop trying to give everybody this random ass advice. Just live. If everybody just live their life, you can live your best life. Do what makes you happy. If you want to snort cocaine, that shit makes you happy, you do that. There's a consequence to it. But if you like to go jogging on the expressway, If that shit makes you happy, do it. But it's a consequence. Bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway.
Oh, you know, I just realized everybody be like, man, I'm tired of working for the white man. Well, not everybody, but some people they be having that state of mind.
Yep.
I don't want to work for the white man. Mm-hmm. But as long as you paying taxes, you always working for the white man.
Damn right.
I don't know why people don't like. I think that everybody, well, most people's idea of not working for the white man is probably not working for anybody other than themselves. I think that's what they really mean. Like, they really just want to be their own boss,
Right.
as opposed to working for somebody of another ethnicity. But IRS always gonna be around. It's only two things guaranteed in life: you're gonna die and you're gonna pay taxes.
Yep. The only difference is back in the what is the old English days, they used to knock on your fucking door and get your taxes.
That was shit igniting motherfuckers back then, but
I wonder how he doing.
I don't
want no problem with his henchmen. I'm sorry. All right, so subject matter is we talking about
first experiences. Because everybody got them. I just don't remember when I was born.
With the exception of sex, we're not talking about sexual first experiences.
Yeah, because I don't know who listening to this in their car around their kid.
Hey, well, first and foremost, if it's your first time, it's probably not a long experience. I mean, just, you know, sorry. Like, it's just the way it is, like, you know.
All right, yeah. So I jumped it off with the Braves game yesterday. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we lost.
Yeah.
I kind of had that little glimpse of hope that we like pull off some spectacular shit towards the end, but it didn't happen. Got to be part of the wave. I don't know who threw that first wave at the Braves game, but that first wave wasn't shit compared to the ones that came after that. Right. That second one, I wanted all of that second wave. That first wave, that shit just kind of came and went.
that honestly, that I can remember, that's the first time I ever did the wave, and I've been to probably in my lifetime, probably 100 baseball games. I would think. I'm
a little sad it was like towards the end of the game. When
it's always like that. Though. It's always like that.
Right. They should have did it when there's more people there.
Well, if the game is crunk, it gets momentum. But usually, if it's just like a standardized game, it's gonna be like
I don't know, but yeah. It don't even feel like when every time I've seen baseball on TV, I'll be like, this is one of the most boring games I've ever watched. Like, I can watch this taking a nap and be okay with it. But actually being there is a lot different. Even like I said, even though we did lose, but just being in that atmosphere is a lot different. You realize that not even a lot of people at the baseball game actually watch the baseball game.
No, because they belligerent trying to fight people.
Yeah, that too. I mean, but I just noticed how many people were like outside at the batting cage and like the other stuff that goes on around. Like, cause like I said, I've never been before, so I didn't know what. I'm just assuming everybody is in a seat watching the ball be thrown and hit.
Oh man, we gotta get you to Phillips. I mean, not Phillips, State Farm Arena, cause that thing like a nightclub. It is like it's like a nightclub.
Yeah. So that was my first baseball game. I mean,
let me see. I think my first baseball game, I know for a fact it was the Atlanta Braves versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. My stepfather took me to go see Barry Bonds. I was a big Barry Bonds fan. Still am. I don't care about no steroids. I was a big Barry Bonds fan. Cause like my thing was Que Paso.
What's up, Shiny?
My thing was he was skinny and hit home runs, and that's what I was built like as a kid. So I think I was like maybe, I know we were still living in Bourne Homes, so I had to be like in elementary school. But I remember him taking me to a Braves game. I give him that.
That's what's up.
That was in like late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around there.
I don't think any of my, like I said, I've never been to any major league sports events before the age of 35.
Are you serious? MLS?
Yep, MLS. My first major.
Ever?
Yep.
Damn.
Well, no, I take that back.
Please
I
do.
did go to, I vaguely remember going to a Hawks game when I was maybe early teens, maybe like 13, maybe. I don't remember the game itself, but I vaguely remember going. I think I went with my homeboy Marquell and his parents at the time. Yeah, so that might have been the first.
Damn, dude.
But other than that, it was no sports game.
You gotta live. Shit.
Well, it just wasn't living in sport. No
Let's
sporting
see.
events.
What's some? Okay, you ever been to spring break?
No,
Oh my god, man!
never took a trip to anywhere for spring break.
I love that shit. First time ever when I was like 19 years old, and that shit was amazing. It was like Freaknik, but on the beach.
No, I didn't even go to the beach until, like, I don't think I went to a real beach until
Please.
about 30.
God dang,
34?
EJ, man.
Now, I mean, because I've been to Tybee Island, but that's not really a
That don't
beach.
really count.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I didn't go to like a real beach. I didn't have a real beach experience until I went to Clearwater, and that was maybe about 2 years ago.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
Well, let's see. The first time I went to the spring break on the beach, something funny. I thought it was funny. So I'm 19 years old. A lot of this shit I've never seen before, like what was going on. So there was this pimp that was dressed like the pimp on Boondocks. So, and there was these girls in this room, in the hotel room, which you can see in, that was doing extracurricular activities or not. And use your imagination. So he closed the blinds, came out of the room, and he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for right now. The hoes are tied." The hoes are tied. I was like, what? I was like, what? I had never seen no shit like that before, man. And he put his hand, and then people was like, "Aw." Like, what the fuck?
Hell no.
I had never seen like girl on girl stuff like live and in living color until that was my first time.
That is
They
hilarious.
just like, ladies and gentlemen, hoes are tied. They tied. They gonna take a nap. And when y'all see the blinds open, but the shades open back up, we back in business. All right.
Wow.
That shit's crazy.
Nah.
I would never ever forget that.
That is funny. That was 19. What was I doing at 19? Because I know I didn't really take a break after high school. Well, I took that month off. Like, I
Straight to the Art
graduated.
Institute.
Yeah. I went to Texarkana, Arkansas, visited my grandmother. Then I went to Illinois, visited my family.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back to Georgia, and I went back to school. And then I did that for a couple of years and transferred to Illinois Institute of Art. I was in school and then stopped doing that and started working. And then just worked until I moved back down here and then worked. So
I see you ain't live. We're gonna make sure from this year forward, your ass gonna start experiencing more. Like, we gonna make sure that as your friend, I'm gonna make sure of that. So, cause good God Almighty, let me see. I've been to Black Bike Weekend before. And my first time going there, that's when I seen somebody's head get ran over by 18-wheeler by accident.
Damn.
That was fucked up.
I always assume you don't go to Black Bike Weekend unless you got a bike.
Well, I did not have a bike. You know, I didn't like bikes, but I went there because that was, you know, we thought it was gonna be like the beach, like Freaknik and shit, and it was. It was like older people, so it was like watching your mom shake her ass. It was like, okay, don't know how I feel about this, you know, but you know, I did like honestly, that was probably the first time I ever seen somebody twerk. I didn't know what twerking was.
Well, I don't think anybody was using the word back then.
But I mean, they were going at it on them bikes. But when that dude head got ran over and it was quiet, and you just heard somebody say, "Man, he done fucked up the party," and it's just like, whoa.
That's horrible.
It was very horrible. Like I would never forget that.
Damn.
And he kind of did put a damper on things. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that you would assume so.
I'm pretty sure he's not with us anymore.
Damn. Nope. No Black Bike Weekend. No spring break. Only 2.5 major league sporting events. Yeah, because the one, the Hawks game, like I said, I vaguely remember that, so that don't count.
Oh man,
I've been to the circus more than I've been to anything else.
I fucking hate the circus. Man, I was so happy that when my son, I forgot how old he was a lot younger than what he is now, but when he looked at me and said, "This ain't the move no more," I was so happy. I was like, because it's so boring. Like, we went to, I never been to Universal Circus, so it was always the other one. Like, I just
Barnum
never,
and Bailey?
Yeah, I just never liked that shit. Never did. I never liked the circus. I remember the first time I went, though. I just remember seeing a clown. I remember a clown walking around with a tea kettle, and every time he lifted the top, fire would shoot out. I don't remember shit else about that night.
I know I took my daughter to the circus. She might have been like three or four. Had motherfuckers in cages on motorcycles and shit. Like,
Yep.
that type of stuff. So,
I hate
she
the
liked
circus.
it, but she was ready to go.
It's boring. Like, that's why that shit went out of business. No disrespect. It was like, I mean, I know.
And the
Hugh Jackman-
Universal Circus still operates. Down, like, right there off the expressway when you driving downtown.
Yeah, I know. I ain't going that shit either.
Well, I drove past it because I've always seen it before, but I didn't know what it was because you don't see, like, when you're on the expressway, you don't see the name. And it wasn't until we was on the opposite side of the expressway and driving past where, like, all of the barriers and stuff are at, and then you just, and I was like, it's small as hell over here. Yeah, don't want to go.
Don't want to go.
Let's see. My second time going to the beach, it was my first time going parasailing. That was pretty cool.
Now, I've been trying to do that for a while. It's like I can't never find the little place you go. Like, you see them motherfuckers in the air, but you like, where the place at?
Man, you gotta. I always go back to Clearwater for anything like that because they got parasailing, they got jet skis, they got you can rent boats that you can drive yourself. Like, they got all kinds of shit down there.
Would you bungee jump?
I had a skydive before I bungee jump.
I'll skydive. I ain't bungee jumping. That fucking that's a rubber band. It's an oversized rubber band. They are known to snap.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to die. I don't know if that makes sense, but at the same time, I know I ain't getting ready to die.
Like, that would be an inconvenience.
But what that comedian said, he had an untimely death. Then when is a good time to die?
Hey, you know, you ask me, I always got something to do. So, but yeah, went parasailing. That was pretty cool. I still never been on a jet ski. I want to do that. And I would skydive. I wouldn't mind doing that.
I definitely, I was skydive.
Still never been out the country.
Damn, I've been to Mexico. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to I think that's it. As far as out of the country. Trying to get to the Dominican Republic. Life ain't worth it no more.
Oh man, I remember my first time on a plane. I guess the stewardess, she went and told the captain they gave like the little plastic wings. Gave one. I'm like, oh shit, all right, thank you. But my seat was right next to the damn engine, and like I guess when you get up to a certain altitude, like that shit kind of it ain't running as fast as it was before, so it sounded like the shit shut down.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit.
No, you can't say stewardess anymore.
Can't say stewardess.
Nope.
What? Air bartender?
It is called flight attendant. Stewardess is offensive. Just like midget is offensive.
Well, you ain't attending to the flight. You attending to the passengers.
I didn't make up the rules. I just know it's offensive.
Man, who keep coming up with all this offensive? You know what? Every time my boss tell me something at work, I'm like, that's offensive. You can't say that no more. I'm like, Eric, but I just asked you to come in tomorrow. That's offensive, goddamn. Can't say that shit no more.
Hilarious. That's the first time I ever
You know
flown. Go ahead.
My bad. I was gonna say, you know what's so weird though? Like, cause with the whole LGBTQ and whatever the rest of the letters are these days, you were supposed to be saying like so apparently gay is
offensive.
It's offensive, but now you got Taylor Swift saying it in the song, but it's alright if she say it. I mean, she wasn't calling nobody gay, but I'm saying if you gonna say certain things are offensive to say, then shouldn't it just be all around the board?
But you know what though? Like sometimes, like I think quite a few episodes back, I was telling you this dude had said, "Dude, that's gay" at work, and I'm like, I'm not gay or anything, but I found it very offensive, like the way he said it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if it's just like maybe I'm sensitive to the times, but it was very, very, very harsh, like when he said it.
I get that, but saying pretty soon everything will be offensive. I mean, some things should be offensive.
True.
But at other times, it's like
people
now you kind of like you reaching.
People not washing their ass is offensive, but it still happens.
And if you tell them that they smell bad for not washing their ass, then you get in trouble.
Right.
What kind of sense does that make?
Like, I'm the victim here. I'm the victim.
You harassing my nostril hairs.
Hey, that shit is singed. But first time I flew is when the first time I ever went to Florida to spring break. We flew from Atlanta to Jacksonville. Then we rented a Oldsmobile, some kind of truck, and drove from Jacksonville to Daytona.
How far is Daytona if you just drove straight through?
How far is it from here?
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 hours? No, 5 hours, something like that. 5 or 6 hours.
That's it?
No, 4, maybe 5 hours. And it was funny because like, so we're, you know, like, I won't say everybody's names, but it was like someone I'm very close to, and then someone else that I knew really good, but the other people I did not know, right? So we're riding, and it's like storming really bad. You know, in Florida, it rains once a day. So it's storming really bad. Seen a car flipped over, and dude was like, man, and one of the guys was like, man, this shit stressing me out, or some shit like that, he said. And he pulls out a bag of weed this big. Like, it was like 12 inches long. 12 to 14 inches. It was big as fuck. And as he pulled it out, we're driving up on the accident where the car's flipped over, and the fucking police are right there, and they're like just, and then telling certain people to stop and shit. We was like, man, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, he's like, man, I don't fuck them police, man.
I'm like, yeah, you go fuck them police on your own time,
bro. Like, this shit is
when I'm in
a
the
felony. Like that was like, I had, and still to this day, I done seen a lot of weed, but I've never seen that much. It was damn near packaged up like them cocaine bricks.
Yeah.
Them big. It was like that. I've never seen that before. So he had the idea to go down there to sell it. You know, sell some, smoke some. It was a disaster. He was a disaster. And I don't think I've seen him since.
Yeah, they probably locked us somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like doing things as a group is cool, but when you got that one person who like just fuck everything and everything else is about, that puts the whole group in jeopardy. Them the type of people you be like, you know what? I gotta keep my distance.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't even know him. Like, that was my first and only time hanging out with him. You know, but then when you young, man, you trying to save up money. So it's like 7 of y'all sleeping in one room, you know, shit like that.
You rough, man.
But, like, it's just like, now, when I first went with our core friends, that was fun, except for Mike music selection, which I've talked about before. Like,
Will Smith.
Man, I slapped the shit out of Mike Lowry. But yeah, so that was cool though, but no. Oh, can I tell this story on air? Nah, I hold that one.
Man, I've never been out of town with y'all.
And you have missed some great times.
Nah, probably for the best.
No, I'll tell the story. So we was on the beach. We was playing football on the beach, and I got the disc in my back. So even at that age, I did. So I don't know what the hell I did, but I hurt myself. And I'm in agonizing pain. Like, I was broke down. Like, I'm hurting so bad. I probably should have went to the hospital, but I didn't want to fuck up nobody's trip. Literally, I took a whole bottle of Tylenol. Yeah. Like, if it was 20, I don't know how many pills was in there, but I took all the motherfuckers. Rashad was just like, "Are you okay? You okay?" He tried to make sure I ain't overdosing, or he looked out for me, man. And Mike was like, I won't tell what he went to go do, but he went to go do something, and he wanted us to wait on him. And it's like I should probably be in the emergency room. I am laying on the ground. People done spit on the ground, done drop shit on the ground, but that's how much pain I was in. And literally, Mike was in there for 2 hours, and Rashad was like, where is he, man? Like, we gotta get you to a hospital or something. And I was like, well, whatever's going on in there, I hope it's positive. So if you like, Rashad would know why I said that, because I didn't care. I was so mad with Mike. I was hurting so bad laying on this damn nasty ass ground. Man, he gonna come out to me, "Whew, everything's good." I was like, I would hope for opposite. Not for real though. I didn't want that to happen to him for real. But like, I was so mad with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that we always had fun trips. Always. Like I said, the only thing bad about it was just Mike music selection.
Yeah, I remember when I did my first Spartan race. That was the easiest Spartan races you can do aren't that long, maybe like 3 to 5 miles, something like that. But it was my first one, and like I was in so much pain afterwards. But it was definitely nothing compared to the last one I did. Bruh, I was hurting so goddamn bad. It got to a point where my legs cramped up so bad, I just had to lay on the ground. Just lay on the ground and hope that shit stopped hurting. Like, if I could have just took my legs off and threw them over my shoulders and made it the rest of the way on my hands, I would have preferred that shit. Cause man.
So you just had bad cramps.
Man, it's like, no matter how much you think you can prepare, you underprepared. Unless you just like that athletic to where you just like do that shit constantly. But man, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I still want to do another one. Probably not a beast, but I'd do another Spartan Super. But the first time was pretty cool though.
I never done a Spartan race. I've been offered to do one. Cause it was funny. I was at work one day, and this guy was like, he walks up to me like, get like right in my like. I was like, he's a nice sized guy. I said, "Oh, this nigga don't want he don't want no problems." He probably would have won, but I ain't know why he walked up on me. He's like, so I hear you work out a lot. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you look like you work out, man. Yeah. So we're trying to get a group together to do a Spartan race. You in? I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, well, I'll get back with you with the prices. Man, he came back. Shit was like $600 or some shit like that. I was like, that's splitting with all of us? Well, I was like, I'm out.
They don't cost nowhere near that much.
That's what he said. He said it was because the team could only consist of 5 people or some shit like that.
That's probably why it was 600. That had to be everybody included because the tickets only cost maybe like at the most $130.
Well,
if you get them like last minute.
I wasn't gonna do it because we were gonna lose. Because I can't even say it. I'm sorry. I can't talk about that one on air.
Well, it was. I don't. Unless. Yeah, I don't know any. Maybe it's been a while, but I don't recall any Spartan races that were like teams. Cause the ones that you compete in is first, second, and third.
You get an what he explained to me was it was an individual score and you get a team score. I don't know because I never done it. He says he do it every year. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I get they give you a score or a rank based on like age, and like they separated in gender and like the time of day that you go, or the time of day that your race starts. But maybe that was just like something that they had between him and other people or something. But I don't know.
I never done one. I would like to do one day.
Yeah, they fun when you with the right group of people.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I know one of the races I went to, they had this team there, and one of they guys was in the wheelchair, so they like it's this wall that you have to jump over before like to get to where you start at.
Okay.
And they lifted the guy over in the wheelchair, put him over the wall.
I'm done.
And it was people that was like, it was this one dude, I think he was on crutches or some shit. And so, bro, when you do one and you see some of the people who participate, you can be like, man, I should have been doing this shit. Because you'll see some folks that be like, I know if they can finish, I can finish.
Right.
And then sometimes you be like, oh, they gotta been doing this shit for a while. Like I might have underestimated them. Yeah, got this one part where I think the first time we did one, I think it's like the Hercules hoist.
Okay.
And you go up to this little section that they got blocked off with this gate, and you got to grab onto this rope, and you got to pull this sandbag all the way up until it touches a certain point. And then you have to let it back down, but you can't let it drop. You gotta control it coming back down. Bro, it's like those first 5 pulls, you're like, oh, I got this shit. And then the higher I get off the ground, I'm on the ground. I'm like laying on the ground trying to pull this shit all the way up there. Like some of that shit, you just be like, oh my God, I gotta get this done. Because if you don't complete an obstacle, you have to do burpees. Yeah, I think you have to do like 30 burpees or something like that.
I'll complete it.
Bro,
I hate burpees.
They got this like this little slip wall shit. It's like angled off, and you gotta try to make your way across the wall without falling off. And then if you're not like the first group to go, you pretty much screwed from that point on unless you just a pro at that shit. Because by the time you get to it, you done ran through water, you done ran through mud. The wall is fucking wet and muddy. Your hands probably wet and muddy. So you already know you gonna fall off. You just gotta rely on your teammates to kind of help you get through that, man.
I always wondered, like, how do women that have like nice sized breasts do burpees?
That's the wrong person.
Like, I barely get. I know they getting hit in the face with their titties. I'm like, God, that's like the worst exercise ever in life.
Well, I guess if they already know they're gonna be doing burpees, they got some kind of sports bra or something that's containing them.
I just hate that exercise. I've even heard professional wrestlers complain about doing burpees.
That's cause that shit a full body workout, man,
I pass.
and cardio on top of that.
It is. I can't do them.
That might be what I need to do when I be around the house instead of paying these damn gym memberships. Just do burpees every day. I might not be swole, but I get in some kind of shape.
I'd rather pay the gym membership. I hate burpees.
Bro, I do not be motivated to work out when I'm at home. And I think we probably discussed this on air before, but like if I'm not going to the gym, and it take all kind of forces of and acts of God to get me to work out. It gotta be something because I'm not. It's so much other shit I would rather do than work out around the house.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I gotta go to the gym.
I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah. Let's see.
What about the first time you ever performed on stage?
Well, I was terrified.
When was this?
Very first, well, I can't say it was a stage, but back in high school, we used to have to audition for the talent shows.
Okay.
And I didn't get it. I didn't get to perform, but I still had to go audition. And that was the first time I had did anything in front of anybody, like music-wise. And it was only like 3 people. And I was scared shitless. My eyes was closed the whole time. Yep, they were like, "Thank you."
Let's see. I think the first time I ever performed, I know I was a kid. I used to be in chorus, and I can remember being on stage performing, but I wasn't scared of anything. It was just mostly like your classmates and teachers and shit. I didn't care.
I can't count those because I don't even remember if I did do anything like that. I know, I was in band in middle school. Mm-hmm. No, elementary school. I was in band. I played the saxophone. It might have been like 5th grade.
Oh, Bill Clinton looking at it.
And we had to learn some kind of music. And the whole time I was in class, like I never learned this full song. Mm-hmm. I knew what it sounded like, but I never figured out all the notes to the song. Luckily, I got through it because we had to perform in front of our parents or other adults that wasn't our teachers. And I just played that whatever I remembered by ear. And
like Nick Cannon, ain't you?
Hell no, I can't. I wish I could do that shit better, but man, I just kind of winged it up there. But that's the thing about a band: when it's other people who sound better than you, you ain't got to play that hard.
There you go. Put your ass in the back.
Puff your cheeks out like you're doing something.
Yep. Then you gonna be up there looking like Louis Armstrong for real.
We used to have this competition to see who could hold the longest note. And it was a dude named Gerard Collier. I think it was either him or I think Gerard played the trumpet. And it was another guy in class. I think those 2 used to always either win or be close to winning. I ain't never win that shit. I ain't got the lungs for that shit. Trying to sit here hold on goddamn long ass note on this saxophone. I'm ready to go.
Eddie Kane, I still got the pipes.
But yeah, so since my life has consisted of not much, food is probably the one thing that I have most first experiences with. Because I damn sure don't go nowhere.
Oh yeah, obviously. First time sushi, because I know both of those sushi.
First time I had sushi was, first time I can recall having sushi, it was at this spot over in Camp Creek. And
Kiku?
Yeah.
They be fighting that and shit.
I don't know. It was cool when I went over there.
You know they got into the fight. Was it Mother's Day? Like year before last? Yeah, flipping over sushi trays and shit.
Damn.
Fighting.
Well, yeah. I want to say that was the first place that I tried sushi. That was the first place that I tried the rolled sushi. So I thought it was pretty good, but I don't really. It wasn't like ill or anything like that. Most of it was cooked, so I guess I can't really count it.
Man.
So because the like authentic sushi is more like just the rice and then the piece of fish on top of it. So first time I had that though, I thought it was alright.
Shit. I don't remember the first time I had sushi. I know I was really young, but I know the first time I ever got sick from eating sushi. I was actually just talking about that today when I went to a buffet. And one thing I have always been told is that you never eat sushi on a buffet. So I'm young. I'm not really like listening to what, So anyway, I wind up eating it, and boy, I'm talking about
Probably had food poisoning.
Man, that shit was coming out both ends. I ain't know whether
eat them buffet sushi.
I ain't know whether to sit down or turn over and lean into the toilet. It's just like it was so bad. Like I was like throwing up and shitting everywhere. Like I literally lost my soul. Like
Man, I don't know. I could be. I mean, I've had a lot of sushi over the last 3 years.
Right.
But every restaurant pretty much makes it the same. It just, like I said, I still never had eel, but I was able to go from like eating the Americanized rolled cooked sushi to like the sushi that come with the raw fish. I've never had sashimi before. Well, no, I take that back. I have had sashimi before. It was pretty good. But it's just, the texture is just something to get used to. Because that raw fish by itself is kind of offsetting the first time you taste it. So.
I love all that shit. I can eat sushi every day. Like, no question. Every fucking day.
Now, the first time I really made my own sushi.
So I ain't that advanced.
Well, I damn sure wasn't that advanced either. But the woman I was dating at the time showed me how to make it. So
can you still make it?
I can still make it. I wouldn't. Well, you know what? It's kind of like halfway made it myself, and then I rolled it myself. I'll put it like that. I rolled it. I got the seaweed, put the rice on, put the fish on, and I was able to roll it myself. But she would never let me know like whatever ingredients she was putting in there with the rice. Like, but that shit was always good though.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I love sushi all day.
Because if the rice ain't, I'll tell you now, if the rice ain't good, then that might fuck up your whole sushi experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because like most people probably think that it's just like regular rice, and it ain't.
It's not.
It don't taste like something.
Right.
But yeah, damn sure like whatever way she made that damn rice, like you could eat that rice like just as the rice before the sushi even go on there. But I had that. So the first time rolling sushi, that shit was horrible. Ooh, damn, seaweed was tearing up. Couldn't spread enough rice. It was bad.
What about when the first time you ever had chitlins?
Never.
You never had chitlins?
I ain't
I've tried it.
If I had chitlins, somebody tricked me into eating them, and I was too young to remember. But I don't remember ever eating chitlins.
I had it when I was a kid once. My sister tricked me into eating it. Nope. And it was just like, oh. I'm telling Mom. Like, that shit was it was horrible.
Nope. Now, first time I ever had octopus, it was, I gotta admit, that shit was delicious.
The only thing about like octopus and squid and what's the other one? Calamari is squid, right?
Yeah.
The things about those type of animals or whatever being cooked or whatever, it's an art form. Because if you don't cook it right, that bitch is a gummy. And you be chewing on that shit all day.
Yep. First time I ever had calamari was at Spondivit. Shit was not good.
Bro, I went to like a really nice restaurant. This was years ago, and had calamari, and literally put piece in my mouth and I'm chewing on it. I'm chewing on this bitch for like 40 minutes, like gum. Like how you chew on bubble gum.
Hell no.
Then I go to like Stone Mountain and it's playing golf. It was at like a job function.
I didn't know they had golf out there.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. So out there playing golf and shit, and they ordered calamari, and I'm like looking at it like, oh no, I remember yo. And you know everybody's eating it. This is good. This is good. Like so I'm like one of the very few black managers at the time in this company. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll blend in with the white people. So like, I grabbed one. I was like, God damn, this is really good. Yeah, I was like wound up like eating a lot of it, but it was tender. You know, obviously that texture, it's always gonna be a little bit gummy, but you should be able to chew it and fucking swallow it.
Yeah.
Like,
And see, when I go, like anytime I've ever been out with a group of people and we order calamari, I'm kind of reluctant to try it. Like I'd take 1 or 2 pieces, but if it's really good, then I'm like, shit, I want this for myself.
Right.
So like I try not to even want anybody to order it when we in a group setting.
just tell me, you don't want it. I got it. Yeah, this is bullshit.
Calamari, and I'm like that with calamari, and I'm like that with loaded tater tots, bro.
I am not a tater tot fan. I don't know why.
Man, first time I had some loaded tater tots, that shit came with chili, cheese. This shit had bacon, sour cream.
Heart attack.
Oh, oh my man, that shit was fucking amazing.
See, if we was eating that, I'll let you have it. I hate sour cream. I cannot. I have a thing where I cannot knowingly eat white shit.
But how many things are there that you cook that's actually white though?
No, I'm talking about white cream or some shit. Like I can't eat sour cream.
I mean like whipped cream and sour cream and mayo and shit like that?
I mean like whipped cream, the texture is different than mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Like anything that has that mayonnaise or sour cream type texture, I'm out.
Oh, to me, sour cream and whipped cream sour cream and mayo is like completely different.
They are different, but the textures are almost the same. I'm just saying, if it's in that texture, I can't do it.
Wow, damn. Man, I know every time I went to Qdoba in the airport, back when I was working there, bro, literally every time I was able to go on break, I went to Qdoba and got the grilled chicken nachos. You get the lime chips, you get the grilled chicken, you get the black beans, you get the lettuce, you get the tomato, you get the pico de gallo, you get the sour cream put on there, and you get the what you call this shit? Damn, the queso, the spicy queso. Shit, fucking delicious. And this lady was like, "You gonna get fat eating all this shit?" I was like, "My metabolism too high." And mind you, I was there for 10 years. So by the time I left that motherfucker, I left with a gut right along with me, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, she probably done seen everybody come and go. She know.
She like, I told you. And it got to the point that every time I went down there, they're like, grilled chicken nachos, I know. It's like, what the hell? All right.
That's how it is when I order coffee. When I stop at the same Dunkin' Donuts, they be like large, light, and sweet. But like since I haven't had coffee in a month, I think it's been a month. Like I went in there one day, and he's like, "Oh my God, where you been?" I was like, "Well, some things have changed," and he's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." They thought I had died or some shit. No,
Yeah,
bitch, I got cancer, and they told me to give up coffee. But anyway, so then she was like, "Are you ordering your large light and sweet?" I said, "No, that's what's changed. I don't drink coffee anymore." And she was like, "Oh." I was like, "I just want a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant." She was like, "Okay." And placed the order.
Like, nigga done got bougie.
Right.
They won't call you no more. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't think of a whole lot of firsts, but I mean, I know I've done a lot of things in life. I am proud to say that I am not one of those people who I have lived, and I've lived to the beat of my own drum for the most part. I mean, you know, obviously circumstances, you know, when you can't say whatever you want to say because you gotta, you know, provide and shit like that. But anyway, for the most part, I have always marched to my own drum and been happy with it.
I've always been more cautious. I've always taken the road of let me do this first and then I can have fun. Like, I've always worried about other shit before myself. I kind of had to, but
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still like that today, but I don't want to say I take more risks, but I put more effort and time into the things that I want to do. So I'm still cautious, but I just don't. I mean, I can't just jump out the window and do something. I need to plan first.
I mean, I just like to have fun, man, and not only just have fun. I'm one of those people. I'm gonna always say when somebody say, "Well, that can't happen," or "That's not supposed to happen." Why not? That's what I am. Why not?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because it's like, you know, like I remember when I never forget. This is like the motivation that I have. Like this inspired my motivation on my fire. You know, I remember career day. Remember that shit in elementary school? This dude asked me, "What did I want to be when I grow up?" And I'm like in the 3rd or 4th grade. And he said, I told him I want to be Eddie Murphy. And he laughed and put his arm on my shoulder and shit. And he said, you know, you might want to make sure you come up with different goals because, you know, that may not happen. He said, I got a better chance of being the president of the United States and I'm black. I never forget that. I never knew that was an insult, you know, because I was young, but I felt like it was an insult. And, you know, have I made it big? No. But have I ever been on a stage and performed? Yes. Have I ever been in movies? Yes. Have I ever, I'm doing a podcast right now.
Yeah.
So, I did.
First time you ever did a podcast?
Huh?
I said first time you ever did a podcast.
When is the first time I ever did one?
Yeah.
First time I ever did one was for Home Field Advantage that I can remember.
Like the very, very first show, how you think it went?
Damn, I don't even remember the very first show. I don't. I can't even lie. I don't remember the very first show.
Damn.
And I can tell you the first time that all 4 of us ever met, and discussed this. We met up at, I think it was Chicolo's in East Point. And
Never been there.
You never been there? Get the fuck out! You from East Point? You never been to Chicolo's? Nigga.
Oh man, they don't get around too much when you gotta be on the bus. I was like, hey, I got to where I had to go and I took my ass home. I ain't make too many detours. If it was in walking distance, maybe. But Stanton Road ain't close to shit.
I'm gonna buy you a Chick-fil-A one day because this is fucking ridiculous. You from East Point? There's no way you can be from East Point and never had a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Where is it?
Where's the? It's off Washington, not Washington Road. It's right off. I forgot the street it's off of, but it's right by the train station.
By East Point train station?
Yes.
Across the street?
Okay, like when you come out the train station, you like not the far end, but this end.
Going towards the expressway?
No,
I mean, not the...
like going
Wait.
towards
Away from the bridge?
yeah, the top end.
Okay.
Okay, so you come out that particular way and you just walk straight. Go down that little side street right there, and it's gonna be sitting right kind of column to your left, kind of.
Okay.
Bro,
Yeah,
there's
yeah. Nope.
there's no fucking way you're from East Point and never had that. So you have to
Yeah,
have this.
you know
sandwich.
why? Because I always went in the opposite direction. Because I did one. Like I said, I was on a bus, so I only left school, got on the train, and went back towards Oakland City. I never stayed around in that East Point train station area to do anything after I left school.
Okay, so within the next couple weeks, I'm gonna make sure you get a Chick-fil-A sandwich because you cannot lose your East Point card.
That shit better be good. Everybody from East Point gonna lose their East Point card for hyping that shit up.
Oh, it's good.
It better be. Cause I'll be like, man, y'all like, if you could say you could lose your East Point card if you have not had this particular food from this place, that shit has to be good.
It is very good. They sell everything, bro. When I first, let me tell you, I stumbled upon Chick-fil-A's as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my close childhood friend, we was riding our bikes in places we had no business riding our bikes. So we rode up there by the train station. We saw Chick-fil-A's and man, the Chick-fil-A sandwiches like this fucking big.
Mm-hmm. And
back in those days, you used to get two sandwiches and a whole bunch of fries for like $6. So Frazier, he would get $3.25. I'm gonna get $3.25. We split that shit. So I got in trouble because I got caught up there and had no business being up there. And I was like, I'm getting ready to get on punishment and shit. I'm like, nah, you gotta try this. You gotta try this. Please, mama, try it. Man, she ate that goddamn sandwich. She was like, yeah, you good.
God damn.
Man,
Even a sandwich that get you off of being on punishment.
My brother, my whole family loved Chick-fil-A's because of me.
That's crazy.
That shit is good. Like, I mean, it done been through some changes. It's, you know, like to me, I don't know if it's that my taste buds have changed because I eat a lot more clean now. But, you know, every so often I still stop over there and get a sandwich now. And they sell wings, they sell hot dogs, they sell every fucking thing. They sell ice cream.
And you know what? And as much time as I spend over in that precise area working, never stop by them.
And Chick-fil-A's was not big. It's expanded now because it used to be a bakery up there. They closed the bakery and I guess they bought out the other half. And that shit is like an East Point staple. Like, matter of fact, when we was asking people about where to take pictures, that Chick-fil-A's came up.
Oh, okay.
Mint Car Wash, Chick-fil-A's, the bridge that we already have done. Same bridge. We did a photo shoot at before.
It was the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Oh, okay.
Well, we did it. We
Oh,
had a
I
chicken
guess
wire
we-
fence.
Ain't nobody taking a picture on that damn thing.
Which we still need to do a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Let me see. But I know Chick-fil-A's did come up in that feed. But yeah.
Alright.
That shit is amazing, man.
But
that was the first time we met there and sat down and discussed the formatting for home field advantage. It was very productive. You know, kind of saw some prognostication, like some things I can already tell was gonna happen, but I thought we would work through it. But it's all good though. We all in good places. Smitty doing his thing. Mike doing his thing. I'm doing my thing.
Yep.
Rashad he's chilling.
Rashad always chilling. Rashad just worked though, man. I'm gonna get that motherfucker from behind that goddamn desk and doing something else. Get this nigga to do something that ain't a 9 to 5. I'm surprised he ain't been on. He ain't peeked his head in.
In the live, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I don't know. I think everybody. Like, I was talking to my niece earlier. You know what I mean? When you just know people, everybody be unhappy at their jobs, man. And not a lot of people have the skills or the know-how to to take that leap of faith and go out and do something that they really love to do and have their own business. And I can just kind of hear it in her voice that like she tells me that she's unhappy at her job. You know what I mean? And I get it. I definitely get it. And I really hope that she's at that point to where she can like just take the faith that she has and try to like, even, I mean, it ain't gonna happen overnight, but just step by step and slowly get out of that door, man. Get out of that corporate door.
And the beautiful thing about it is when you don't have kids, you can take all the risk in the world.
Man, what you saying?
There ain't no disrespect to anybody's children, but
nah, I got, we got kids, and
it's just,
you definitely know.
Cause I know for a fact I can work at McDonald's and be McProud, and make that little change, and I know how to budget for myself, but that'll allow me to be free to do other things. You know, like, cause there's a lot of shit I would like to do, but you know, one of the most important things is time. You know, like, you look at my day, sometimes I'm doing anywhere between 8 to 13 hours. Then I do the podcast, I have acting gigs, you know, trying to do networking things. It's just like always on the fucking go. You know, I don't mind it because I know, I always, people ask me when are you gonna rest or when are you gonna chill out? Like when I start making 6 figures. And that's like my goal. Like, and that's not even being rich. Like, that's just, I mean, hell, if I made in a calendar year, if I made $85,000 and that is consistent, like, I ain't gonna say I'm a rest, but then that lets me know that something else is starting to kick off, and maybe I can reduce my responsibilities at a job. You know, but yeah, it's like, obviously, you know, I want to, like, I used to go out of town like 4 times a year. I would love to keep doing that. You know, hanging out, doing all kind of shit. I would love to do a lot of those things, but you know, one thing that's undefeated is children's needs and bills.
Yep.
You know,
cause I definitely know, man. Like, the job that I have now is a major change from when I was working at the airport. 5 days a week. I mean, regular 8-hour shift, but it felt like it was every day, and then I had to do overtime to pay bills. Like, had to. And you wouldn't think that you would have to do something like that when you've been at a job for 10 years.
Yep.
I mean, you would think that your pay is 10 years worth of pay by that point, but it wasn't. So going from that to the job that I have now, when I can only work 3 or 4 days a week and still have that other time to take care of and try to start the business that I want to start. Right. Man, I love it. Like, I hate that I still have to go to this place every day, but it's what I have to do. You know what I mean? I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing it, because with this certain type of job, your license only lasts 2 years, and my license is up like March of next year. So I either got to find a way to research and keep this license or find something else. And I like my freedom. So I don't know, man. I'm hoping that if I can get my research done, then like it'll only take me another year to maybe a year and a half to get to where I don't have to depend on this job anymore. So got a lot of eggs in different baskets, man. I'm just trying to hope one pop off to support the other one. So that's what it is.
Speaking of eggs, you know, I feel like breakfast is the most overrated food ever.
That's been what kind of breakfast you have. What you been eating?
It's the same shit. Eggs, bacon, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, ram, ham.
You've had Eggs Benedict before?
Yeah.
First time I had Eggs Benedict was in Florida. I forgot what the name of the restaurant was, but I don't know what they did to these shits, But that shit was delicious. If I could eat that shit every day, I would.
Like when I go out of town, I will always try like to eat something native to wherever I'm at.
Mm.
Like at one time when I was up north, and it was this diner, that shit, and that was some good ass food. They had this omelet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was an omelet, and it had corned beef hash in it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could slap shit out that cook. That shit was so good. And the omelet was like this big, bro. Like, and it took me 2 days to eat that damn omelet. And I can put down some food.
That's great.
Oh, that thing was awesome. What's up, Nate?
And I think my everybody who knows me knows that my guilty pleasure when it comes to food is hot wings. I fuck some wings up. Well, it got to the point that everywhere that I live, it was one specific wing place I would go to. And like if I went in there without my daughter, the people behind the counter were like, "Oh, where's your daughter?" Like always. When I stayed in Stockbridge, it was the American Deli over by that by the Walmart Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in Austell, it was like this little wing spot right across the expressway and across the street from like whatever gas station that was. When
yeah, I'm gonna make me throw up. Nate, I can't fucking eat no Spam. I'm sorry. I grew up on Spam. That is
I've
disgusting.
never had Spam.
It is fucking disgusting. I have got my ass beat because I would not eat it. I just can't do it. I'm gonna stand. I stood my ground. My mother told me, now I eat corned beef hash, but that damn Spam, like she cooked some Spam one day with Spam, grits, and eggs. Yeah, I just wasn't having it. I was like, that particular day, I was like, fuck you, fuck this food. And she told me, she whooped me and she made me sit there, and she said, you can't move until you eat it.
you fall asleep in the show.
Nope, I stayed just like this the whole time for hours. And I think she was like, damn, this little nigga is serious. So she's like, get on up and get on out of here, and all that shit. I'm like, okay. Beat my ass again too. I ain't eating that Spam. It's so nasty.
Never had Spam. But I can say that if I had my choice to eat anything for breakfast, it would probably be shrimp and grits.
Try Spam and bacon.
Nah, I don't want to try Spam and anything, Nate.
Now I do like bacon though. I mean, I know Nate is a bacon lover. Said People Choice at Noonan has bomb ass wings. I never had them.
I've never been in Noonan long enough to. Well, I take that back. I have been in Noonan long enough to eat out there, like on break from work. But we had to stay in a specific area, so I think Pi 5. If it's close to Pi 5, let me know.
Right by Ashley Park, Pi 5. Yeah,
I think so. Like right.
Ashley Park. If you're turning on the bypass, Ashley Park is on your right, and Pi 5 is on your left. I think. I don't know which way you went.
Well, going back towards the expressway, it's gonna be on your right.
I love Noonan. I lived out there for a long time. I love it. I miss it, but it is what it is. But yeah, I remember when the only thing in Noonan was a fucking Walmart. Like Ashley Park didn't exist. None of them restaurants existed. It was just Walmart. That was it. Damn.
And damn sure don't look like that now then.
It looks nothing like that. Like that's when I first moved out there. It was nothing. And they had a bowling alley that was connected to a movie theater. It's still there, I want to say. And that was like the nicest movie theater. That was the nicest movie theater in there. And now it's like the shittiest movie theater because now they got the one that's in Ashley Park, and then they got the other one that's a little bit down the street, going into Peachtree City.
Don't go to Noonan after 11 p.m. I'll stay too far from Noonan to even be out there if I ain't at work.
Oh yeah, Nate do stay by Pi 5.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I had this happen to me in Noonan since he brought that up. It was my birthday, April 9th. I was driving. I was going home, and So you ever heard that old myth of if you like your birthday's in April? So if you can get your tag anytime in April.
I already had to be by your birthday.
Right, that's the law. But I was always taught you can get your tag at any time.
Oh.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I have no idea why this cop followed me and stopped. Like he just Carmichael Junction line. Yep. So the cop just pulled me over. And I mean, his first name was Red, last name was Nick, and he was just like, "Hey boy, what you doing around here?" Because I was driving in the downtown, like historical Noonan. It's a beautiful city, but anyway, I guess I was just too dark. And I said, "I'm driving home." "Where you stay?" I told him where I stayed. He's like, I ran your tag and the day of your birthday, happy birthday. But I'ma tell you, I can tow this car if I really wanted to, because you ain't got no tags. And I was like, but I thought I can get my tag in the month of April. Who told you that shit?
Damn.
He like, get your ass home and blah blah. Like he just talked to me like I was a piece of shit. I've had that happen at least 4 or 5 times, like by the cops in Noonan. And I always tell people, NCG, that's the name of the other new one. I've always told people, like, Noonan is a beautiful place to live, but you have to have thick skin. If racism bother you, then don't live there. Another incident that happened, when I think it's like when I first moved out there, and social media wasn't popping, because I think maybe Facebook existed. And it was around Halloween time. Somebody hung a fucking black doll from a tree, like a life-size doll. So the news got wind of it. News came down there, interviewed them. They're like, "No, we're not taking it down. It's not racist. We're not starting anything." And it became really big. And I used to pass this shit like my route at the time. If I was going the back way, I used to have to pass this damn house. It's just hanging there, like. And it became like a little divide in the little community. Like, oh yeah, they can hang it. It's like, fuck no, they can't hang it. It was so weird. And I had one last incident. I was in McDonald's. I was in the parking lot. And it was this nice ass, looked like a dope dealer car. And this fucking old lady was driving. And she came up beside me, like, tell me to roll down my window. I rolled down my window. She was like, "Nigger!"
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Because the word doesn't offend me. But it was just like some shit out of a movie.
I'm like, I hope that bitch crashed on her way home.
And dude, that was like she don't even realize it. She actually made my day. Because I had a shitty day. Like a very bad day. I'll never forget that day. And I was just like, I'm going to get me some McDonald's and just go, And she did that shit. That was just, it made me laugh. Because I did not feel like laughing that day.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But yeah, that's my Noonan story. I still love it out there. I got thick skin. If I had the money, I would build me a gigantic ass house out there. Hang white dolls from the trees.
That's too far from anything for me.
That was the beauty of it. I moved out there because my mom, I was like, so my mom used to go over like my sister's house, my brother's house. She ain't gonna drive too far. But I wanted to live like Eddie Murphy on Boomerang, so you know what that means. So I was like, if I move out there, she ain't gonna come. So she will pop up. And I ain't want that.
So it was strategic.
Yeah, it was strategic.
Oh, man. Alright, y'all. We ain't gonna keep y'all too much long. I know this done ran over an hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes. So, we appreciate y'all for checking in another round of Ab-So-Lute. Make sure to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Check us out on Podbean, which is where our podcast is hosted. You can also catch us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, TuneIn app. And I just applied to some more places to try to get our, radio.com. And Pandora again. So hopefully Pandora don't hate on us this time.
The numbers coming up though.
Yeah, man. So we appreciate everybody that's listening, because y'all definitely helping us out. Share the podcast, man. If you think you heard an episode that was kind of funny because you know Martin the damn fool, and pass it on to somebody else. It's free to listen to. We ain't charging you shit. Yeah, if anything, Marlon got to come out the pocket to pay our host to host the podcast every month. Yeah,
It's all good.
We doing this for y'all, man.
I feel for y'all.
Yeah, so comment down below. No matter what you listening to, let us know what you think about the episodes. Let us know which one your favorite, man. Maybe I have to take a listen to it and revisit it and discuss it in a later episode.
Yeah.
Cause you know I listen to them while we doing them, but the little mixing that I have to do outside of that, I post it and hope everybody else enjoy it. I don't really go back and listen to them because I don't like the way I sound. But
I don't either. I hate when I go through a drive-through. They're like, yes, ma'am, have a number one, please. Yes, ma'am, just drive around. I'm like,
damn.
Hey, I know I don't have the most masculine voice. I can live with that. It's just like
Everybody ain't Barry White around here.
I'll take good care of you.
Some of your favorite rappers wear dresses, so shut up.
This is true.
On that note, we out this bitch.
Good night, bitches.
Thank you.